Hey everybody, this is Joseph Pasek, and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to Raptors Roar with the broadcasting legend, Storm and Norm Rumack. And if you're going to be a broadcasting legend, you got to check out She Does Sports for great shows, great interviews, and all that, talking about Ange. All right, just coming minutes ago, hot off the presses, Masai Ujiri has a new job, Norm. He is now president and executive vice president of the Dallas Mavericks. Your thoughts right away on Masai Ujiri going to Dallas. That means the Greek Freak could be in Dallas. That means everybody else, Kevin Durant may sign with Dallas. Anyways, Dallas getting Masai Ujiri. Are you surprised?
No, I'm sure he'll do a great job, just like I thought he did a great job here in Toronto. He's won us our only Raptors championship. He got Kawhi. It was a real smart deal. I think caught people off guard at the time. And they got him at the right time. He was on his game. Didn't want to stay here, but still played his tail off. And, he did all the magic, got all those big buckets when they needed him. And so if he can find a Kawhi Leonard for Toronto, I'm sure he'll do similarly good work in Dallas. So it's a good hire for them. Absolutely, Joe.
All right. And what do you think, Anja? You're a big Raptor fan, and Masai was one of the main parts of getting the Raptors to the promised land. So what do you think?
I think it's a good move. I mean, obviously, I would have loved to see him, more involved here in Toronto. But I mean, he is already going to be working with the Tempo. So we'll still see him, which is great. I mean, it's a great move for them. I'm happy for them. And I hope it goes well.
All right, so here we brought, as you can see, the scroll there, a Raptors Roar, Raptors season in review here. All in all, not a lot of people expected the Raptors to finish fifth in the Eastern Conference, go into the playoffs, not the play-in, the playoffs, and they played the Cleveland Cavs. And let's face it, the first two games in Cleveland, the Raptors really weren't the Raptors. Then Game 3 and Game 4, they showed who the Raptors are, a hungry, young bunch of grinders there and all that. Remember, they were playing without quickly their point guard for the whole playoffs. And can I finish? Brandon Ingram got injured in Game 3. Okay, I won't finish. Go ahead. Since you love Norm, you want to say happy birthday to Norm. I'm just gonna go out here and that's it. I'm very upset, Norm. She cuts me off.
No, I'm proud of this team. I think we all should be. Like we said, they're young, they're hungry. Nobody thought they would even make the playoffs, let alone the play-in. So the fact that they made the playoffs, they crushed it on home court. I think had we have had a better record, had we have had a home court advantage, if we had that Game 7 here, I'm pretty sure we probably would have been able to take that series. And then honestly, I think the next round we would have actually crushed it. We would have had hopefully all of our players back and healthy and ready to go. But I mean, I'm looking forward to the 2027 season. I was hoping to get an upgrade from my 2019 NBA champions shirt, but maybe 2027 will be the year. So we'll see. I also don't know what happened in that third quarter and the fourth quarter. They had the lead early on in the game and then just kind of blew it and couldn't come back, unfortunately. Too many turnovers and then there was all the drama. I don't know if you guys saw.
This is why you need some help here. What was that long pause? When there's no pause. Listen,
I come back. I thought you'd come back. You always have something to say.
I went from the best ever, and that was Storm and Norm Rumack. I carried him on radio. I learned from the best. This is what you do. You gave your opinion. It was a garbage opinion. Now throw it back to Norm. Norm will give you the right opinion. Go ahead, Norm. Be fired up or sleep. Have a coffee, whatever. Go tell them about what your thoughts of the Raptors season was.
Well, to me, they were a pleasant surprise. I don't think a lot of people gave them a chance, or much of a chance against Cleveland, but they pushed them right to the limit. So, that's a big step forward for them. It'll be a good experience. And maybe next year, as you and Angie were discussing, they can stay healthier. I mean, every team has injuries. I use injuries as an excuse because every team has injuries and guys play hurt anyway. So maybe next year they have Quickly and Ingram, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's something they can definitely build on for next season. And there's a lot of parity, especially in the Eastern Conference of the NBA. I was surprised. I had the Celtics going all the way against OKC in the finals, so that was a big
Loser.
surprise. So we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what
big
happens,
surprise.
guys. But yeah, Raptors definitely have something to build on. Something for their fans to be encouraged by for next year.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with Colin Murray Boyles, their draft pick this year, and he was fantastic. And Scotty Barnes, from regular season to playoffs, he turned it up. Scotty Barnes turned it up there, and Colin Murray Boyles turned it up there. And all these guys really gave their heart, their heart, and they were hungry and all that, and they just fell short. Remember, they were leading in the first half, leading Cleveland by 10 points, and it looks like they were shorthanded with those two guys. Those are major two guys. And when you play game 7 in Cleveland on the road and you're spent, RJ Barrett with that shot in game 6 at the Scotiabank Arena, visions of Kawhi there, and it's great to see the Canadian. But again, Raptors, great future, unlike the Toronto Maple Leafs. And what's interesting to me, I discussed it with Norm a little bit here. Yesterday, the game was on NBC, and Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter were there with, Carmelo Anthony. And both these guys do not invest in the Raptors, but they invest in the Buffalo Bills. Thoughts, Norm?
Well, I don't know that they were invited to invest in the Toronto Raptors or MLS and E, so I don't want to judge them. They were invited to invest in the Buffalo Bills, right? They were, that was not exactly a big surprise. I think they'd been negotiating and talking back and forth for a while. So I don't hold it. I don't hold it against them. If they were invited and they declined, that'd be one thing. But best of my knowledge, I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, Vince and Tracy were offered a piece of the pie," with MLS and E. If I hear that story, then I'll comment on it. But I don't know that that's ever happened. If it has, and I sure missed it.
Listen, if they were, if they weren't, they're spending their money with the Buffalo Bills, and they have a new stadium and all that. And if you're a fan of the Raptors, come on, even if you have $5 from Vince Carter, you have $5. Look, Matt Sundin's getting blah blah blah. All right. And you're telling me Wendell Clark's not getting, you're telling Curtis Joseph's not getting, everybody's getting money except the Raptors guys, all right? Tracy Murray should get, the norm, Tracy Murray should get. But like I'm telling you this right now, the Raptors, anti-Maple Leafs, they're a team up on the rise. We talk about who was their rookie sensation for Maple Leafs? Eastern Cowan. Colin Murray Boyles was amazing in this series. Scotty Barnes, amazing in this series. Now, we're going to switch from, I have to, that's last thing about the Raptors season. I give it a B. What do you give the whole season overall? Norm, a B or higher?
Well, I'll give him a B plus. How do you like that?
Yeah, of course. Ange gives him a D. That's her marks in school, right, Ange?
No, I'd give them more than a D. Maybe
Okay.
a B minus.
So I give him a B. Norm gives a B plus. She gives a B minus. I think, and if you look at that, that's an overall B. All right, that's our overall B. There's room to improve, and let's hope next year they can make it through the first round there. Now we're going to preview the second round of the National Basketball Association playoffs. He mentioned he had Boston going all the way. Boston, well, throwing away a 3-1 lead to the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers get Joel Embiid, and they run the ball, and they do everything. 76ers beating Boston. And obviously, Norm, you were surprised, but 76ers now play the Knicks. The Knicks had a few problems with Atlanta Hawks, but they get through them. 76ers, Knicks. Knicks have home field or home advantage, home court. Who do you get in this one? Who's your pick in this one?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the New York Knicks. They haven't won a title since 1973, if I've got that right.
Yeah.
That's, I mean, they're catching up with the Maple Leafs, in terms of a drought.
I wasn't even born in 73, Norm. I wasn't even born. Ange was, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I know. So I'm saying the Knicks have got the Garden's a pretty fun place when the Knicks are on, where the Knicks are doing their thing. So I could be wrong. They probably won't be everybody's pick, but I'll go with the Knicks in this one.
Okay, he's going with the Knicks in this one. Detroit coming back from a 3-1 deficit, beating Orlando 4-3. Now, Detroit playing the winner. Unfortunately, it's not the Raptors, but it's the Cleveland Cavs. Norm, I'll go to you, and then I'll go to Ange. Cavs, Detroit. Detroit has home advantage. Who's your pick?
I'll go with Detroit in 6.
Detroit in 6. Okay, I'll get back to you about the West. Now, Ange, the Knicks and 76ers, who you got?
I'm going to pick the Knicks too. I usually like to pick the underdogs, so I'd like to see the Knicks in 6.
The Knicks in 6, and Cleveland and Detroit. Detroit's home favorite. Who you got?
Oh man, honestly, Detroit. I wouldn't have normally picked them, but I just want someone to take out Cleveland now. I'm not. I usually am that person who's like, oh, if Cleveland goes all the way, then we can say we lost to the winners. But I'm over that bandwagon, so I'm gonna pick Detroit.
All right, so there you go. Now you'll start us off, Ange, with the West. The T Wolves and the San Antonio Spurs. And I have spoke to a guy, Ant Man will be playing. Will be playing. That's critical news for Minnesota. So Minnesota and San Antonio. San Antonio has the home advantage. Who you got?
I'm gonna say San Antonio.
And how many?
5.
All right. And then the Lakers with LeBron James, 41 years old, up against Canadian Shea, probably MVP, and Oklahoma City Thunder. Lakers, Thunder, home advantage. Who you got?
Thunder. I think I'm gonna go Thunder.
You
I've got a
it, the
special
Thunder. All
T-shirt
right,
I'm gonna whip out one of these days about LeBron James. So let's see.
All right. Norm, T-Wolf Spurs. Who you got?
That's going to be a tough series. Well, like you say, Ant-Man is back, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast in the best way. The Ant-Man. I'm going to go with the T-Wolves in 7.
So he's picking the T-Wolves to win Game 7 in San Antonio. Will never happen, but whatever. All right. And then Lakers and Oklahoma City Thunder. Lakers have LeBron James. Oklahoma has back-to-back, probably MVP, Shea. Lakers or Thunder NBA champions. Lakers want to be NBA champions. Not going to happen. Who you got?
I can't pick against SGA. I can't pick against Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I got to go with OKC, and I'll pick them in 7 in that series as well.
So you're picking them, and so you got the Thunder and T-Wolves in the Western Conference, and you got the Knicks and Detroit in the Eastern Conference. All right. So I'm going to ask you this right now as we close out Raptors Roar. I'll start off with Ange because she's looking around quiet. She's never been quiet, and she wants to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. So, Ange, what are you laughing for? Ange, let me ask you a question. Who's the MVP of the playoffs through round 1?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Like honestly, a lot of these guys kind of surprised me for good and for bad. I can't pick like a standout player. I don't know. I just can't. I don't.
Well, she's gone. but Norm, same question to you. Hopefully she comes back on, but same question to you.
All right. I'll go with SGA.
SGA, in my opinion, is the best player in NBA for 2 years in a row. Much like Steve Nash. You remember Steve Nash was the MVP when nobody was talking about Canadian basketball and all that. And SGA, Oklahoma. Imagine if they win back-to-back championships in time for Canada Olympics and everything like that. So again, should be a tremendous year for Canada in sports, in basketball. Hopefully Montreal does well and maybe brings a Stanley Cup, obviously World Cup soccer and everything like that. But hopefully Ange comes back or doesn't come back. Remember to check out She Does Sports. She does sports and she does wellness here on the Fired Up and Fem, available on Roku. Just go to you see it, scan the device and watch it on your favorite Roku station. Norm, tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, Joe, right here on the Fired Up Network with you and Angie and some other great guests as well. We cover sports locally, nationally, internationally, especially with the World Cup of Soccer coming to Canada, the United States, and Mexico this year. So, yeah, it should be a fun summer right here on the Fired Up Network. And looking forward to Angie dyeing her hair blue and gold for her Buffalo Sabres, Ange?
I think that's going to happen. I think it's definitely going to go blue for sure. And maybe I'll throw some gold or some yellow in there for sure.
Wait a minute, you're going to blue your hair?
Maybe, why not?
When are you going to do that?
Like next week,
I
maybe?
think you should do it for Norm's birthday for Mother's Day. I think you should have blue, gold, and like your pick. Let's say another lighter color of blue for Oklahoma, and make a thunder in your hair or something like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but you cut out there. I was telling everybody check out the great shows that you can see on Fam, and She Does Sports. But tell everybody, Norm wants to hear the lady again. Who's that lady that you had on from She Does Sports? Simply, Norm, you got to see. This is a huge pickup by Fired Up and Fem. Go ahead, Ange.
Yeah, we had Stephanie Dreyer. She's going to be a regular sports commentator. She is a world-class, world-renowned journalist. So we are so happy to have her. She is very interested in sports, specifically soccer or football, as she likes to call it, because she's European. And we talked all things FIFA. We talked all about the new FIFA rules that are coming to play for this tournament. So super happy to have her. And look for those. You can find them on all Roku devices, smart TVs. Search Fired Up, all one word, Fired Up Network. And you can find me at She Does Sports.
All right, one final thing, because Norm has requested it, texted me, you heard the noise. It's his birthday, so he wants Ange to sing him a special happy birthday. So, Ange, here it is. But Norm, I actually wanted Ange out of the cake, but I'll just settle for you singing happy birthday. I'll sing it in Spanish. Go ahead. Norm, you'll see who has better voice, but go ahead.
Ready? Ange, this could take a while. Are you one? Are you two? Are you three? Are you four?
All right, I'm snoring. Come on, he's 71. All right, 71, going on 72. Never look a day over 84. So there you go. But I'm waiting for come on. Stop laughing. She's laughing all the time. Come on. This is serious business. The guy wants you to sing happy birthday to him. Nobody else sings happy birthday, just my sister.
Well, we'll sing happy birthday on his birthday. I'll call him. I'll even call him.
No. We can't do it. We're going to do something special at wherever you go to like a bar or Swiss Chalet or whatever. We're going to do a live hit from there. Ange meets.
Why do all like older people love Swiss Chalet? What is it with Swiss Chalet?
He's 71 years old. What do you want from me? He's
my parents' favorite restaurant, my in-laws, everybody loves Swiss Chalet. I don't know what it
is. He's always finger licking good, right? Norm, finger licking good. Anyways, Norm.
It's the sauce and French fries.
Guys, no, we got to go to the Olive Garden when it opens here.
Oh, yeah. That was
Promenade.
No, Von Mills is getting one.
Oh, well, I don't care about Von Mills. Promenade here, 5 minutes. Norm knows it. Now look, I didn't stall 2 minutes for you not to sing happy birthday to
Okay,
him.
I'll sing happy
Come on,
birthday. Okay, ready?
all right, hold
Happy
on.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to who? Happy birthday, dear you, Norm. Happy birthday to you and many more.
Thank you
And
so
you know
much,
what,
Andy.
Norm? And you
That
know
was
what?
an
I can
absolute
only say,
blast.
I can only say, woo!